All right, so this might be a dumb idea, but I'm thinking it's way easier to have the wood where you're going to burn it than to try to transport it, you know, in either rounds or already split. It just takes a long time to move stuff around and a lot of work. So I'm thinking, what if we tied a couple trees to the back of the truck, dragged them over here, we can process it right here in the back. You know, should be able to happen. The ground is super icy right now though, so I'm hoping I can get through. I plowed this out the other day when we got some heavy wet snow, but it just made it an ice skating rink, so it's pretty crazy. So what we're gonna try to do is bring a round out here, see if we can get it, you know, laid out here, and then we can just kind of throw the rounds over there, and then we'll throw it over there in that pile. And then we should be much closer to having it at the boiler. We can split it up nice and easy with the splitter. It'll be right where we need it. And nobody comes back here except for us. So let's give it a shot. I've never done this before. So, I've never done this before. I'm thinking we got a choke. Maybe just one to get started, or two. That bottom one's gonna come right off of there. Alright, let's give it a little yank and see what happens. You guys keep an eye on that. Well, it looks like it started to work. Well, at least for one of them, huh? I couldn't see really what happened. My backup camera stays on for a minute, or a second, or so. Alright, we gotta give that another try. That one's got a nice knot on it, so maybe we can get that one. truck's in low range. We're hooked up to that log with a knot on it. Let's see if we can yank it this time. Well, I almost got 2 logs there. Definitely hooked this one. I don't know if this is really saving any time. If I can only pull 1 log at a time, it's definitely not going to help very much. So, I guess it breaks up the monotony of just cutting, but got to go for the most efficient, technique here. Pretty heavy. It drags nice on the ice, right? So at least we got that efficiency going for us. Now you just have to get the chainsaw, rip off our 24-inch long pieces. We can kind of just throw it over there, or we can grab it later to split them up. And I mean, the boiler's right there. You don't get any better placement than that, that's for sure. I can't pull all the way around right now, so we'll cut it up, toss it off the side, and then we'll be able to back out of here and go and get the next one pretty quickly. we'll just chuck these off here. Oh, that's not working. Probably easier just to pick them up. I mean, these will go right in and burn fine. Actually, up until this size, really. Okay, let's go get some more. Seems to work pretty good. I'll just back out of here and go get another log. That's not the easiest place to get out of with the ice and everything else. Okay, let's see if we can snatch this one out of here. Alright, let's give it a tug. You know, it's actually nice cutting wood in the winter time. Temperature right now is about 20 degrees, so it's not too cold. Still got a little bit of afternoon sun here. We'll do maybe, I don't know, a couple of these. It'd be nice to actually switch saws too. I'm close enough to my outlet. I could cut up some of this one with my electric chainsaw. Show you guys that one. It's a pretty neat saw. Well, we got a pretty good pile of wood here. I ended up dragging out probably about 5 or 6 trees. We had a little snafu. We had one that was very stuck, pigeonholed through the entire wood pile, and we ended up breaking the pole rope. I tied it together. That's probably gonna last like 2 seconds. But I had just one more piece that I really wanted to pull out because it was right in the way of everything. I also had major difficulty with my new saw, the 62cc. I don't know if it's warm-blooded or what, but it just would not run well in the cold at all. So I ended up having to give up on that one and get the old electric chainsaw out, which I know sounds ridiculous. I'll give you a tour of that sometime in the future. I actually really like it. It's just, it pulls a lot of power, so I have most of my stuff on 15 amp wire, and I think it's a 30 amp motor. It's pretty powerful. So I keep it right in the woodshed here, just for quick stuff that I can lop off, that I drag over to the woodshed, and I can throw it right in there. So it's always ready to go. You know, you just have to make sure it has bar oil in it, and you plug it in, hit the trigger, and zip, 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 it's done in no time flat at all, and no fuss, no pull starting, no mixture, no gas to keep on hand. You don't have to worry about gas contamination and freezing. You just have to worry that it has enough oil in it to actually do its thing. So I'll do a video specifically on that one later. It's not the biggest saw. I think it's got a 18-inch bar. It might be a 16-inch bar, but it's an Oregon, and it's got a self-sharpener, which I know sounds ridiculous. It's awesome though. I gotta admit, it's so nice to be able to sharpen on the fly. Starts to cut a little dull, you just hit the button and it sharpens it right up in like 5 seconds. So you really can't beat it. So I'll show you a side-to-side comparison once I get my other saw actually running again, maybe when it's warmer out. It's about 14 right now, so, and it's starting to cool off quite a bit. I'll have to get a fire going on the inside of the house too, but yeah, I prefer working on wood back here. It's sheltered from the wind. We get a lot of afternoon sun before it goes over the hill over there. You can hear the birds, you can see the animals. So it's a pretty cool spot. So I'll probably have them drop the wood if I can this winter back here. Just make a pile maybe right where I put that stuff or somewhere close to it. Because really a lot of the work is just getting the wood around the house to where I need it to be to burn for next winter. So if I can get it where it's got to get burnt, I can process it right here and it hides it all behind the house. You know, kind of, this is my zone back here. Nobody really comes back here but me. So it's nice to get this stuff done. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll get more wood cut because it feels like it's always cold here at Snow Falls Farm.